So before this video starts, I wanna give a shout out to Kuya Findale, and also he has a YouTube channel. So check the link down below in the description box or the iCard in the upper right button. So shout out to you, Kuya.
So, the next question would be, if you were the leader of your country, how would you respond to the COVID-19 situation? Um, Next question, please. Hey guys, it's Kylie, and now I am finally doing the Q&A video that I am planning like months ago. I was planning to make a Q&A video like months ago, and this is the time that I'm finally gonna make it. By the way, our classes are back and we don't have any summer breaks because we have summer class. But whatever. It's still the first day, so it's probably like orientation, and I'm here to film another YouTube video. So for today's afternoon, yes, it's still afternoon, in my room with my LED lights with purple and red over here. I don't know, I've set it up. I'm not gonna move it anymore, so if there are any unnecessary noise with the air or what, it's the electric fan. It's so hot right now in my country. It's summertime in our country. So here with me is my notebook, my fluffy notebook given by my friend Cheryl. I've listed all of the questions here. They are divided in 3 sections: academic, life questions, and love. Oh my god, love. I also have my snack. This is combo. Quick on the bottom and tempura. I also have cheese sticks and my juice. Cute little juice. So, without further ado, let's answer the question. So first, let us answer the questions in an easy part. Okay, the most easiest among the 3, which is the academic section. So the first question is nursing tips. Nursing tips. I would probably say my nursing tips for you guys is spend your time wisely. Time management is the key, because in nursing school you would be thrown out a lot of activities that would consume all of your time, and it gets pretty rough with all of those activities. I mean, I don't think it's just nursing school, but other courses as well. But in nursing school, you really need to manage your time, and you don't need to memorize, I swear. I mean, instead of memorizing, you need to internalize and understand, especially in RETDEMS, because I personally do not memorize verbatimly. I understand the demonstration that I am going to make first, and then I am going to translate it in my own words, because in our school we can our dialect or English, but sometimes I use English, sometimes I use our dialect because it's much easier. And in that way, in how I memorize the steps, or the demo steps, it would be so easy for me because I know in myself what I'm doing and what comes first, what comes after, because I understand the whole concept of the demonstration. So, time management and internalize the demonstrations and the concepts, the steps, everything. Second question. What are your struggles being a nursing student coming from an ABM strand? If you didn't know, I came from ABM in senior high and a total shift to nursing school. I know I'm not the only one, because in my block we all came from ABM strand and UM strand. So we're not all from STEM. The struggles that I encountered, it's like a shock because some course subjects, like especially biochemistry, microbiology, anatomy, although anatomy is just okay because like mostly it's the part of the body and its functions, but in biochemistry and microbiology, it roughly rounds in sciences, and we do not tackle those much in senior high. And with me, that I have low memory, I forgot everything that was discussed in my junior high. So that was my struggle with biochemistry and microbiology. I really need to go to YouTube University so that I would like connect the lessons from what my knowledge is, so that I will be able to understand the concept, because if you do not understand the first concept, you wouldn't understand the second concept. You cannot, it's just like you cannot ascend to level 2 if you didn't learn level 1. So we need YouTube University. I want quick, but it's in the bottom. Third question. What are your other course choices aside from nursing? Before I was accepted in nursing school, the choices that I have is industrial engineering, that course, and BS Psych, because I am not that interested in accountancy with in terms of its job in the future. I am also not that interested in business management because I hate finance subject when I was in senior high, and I'm not good in marketing. And that were the only two majors. They said that were the only two majors that are accessible in our university. So I shifted and I choose industrial engineering because it's also in par like that with my strand, because it's more on industry, of course. And BS Psych because I was thinking I wanted to have a pre-med course just in case I would go to medicine after college. I am quite interested in the work itself if I would proceed to medicine, but my butt is I'm really not good in ethics or philosophy subject. I am such a loser in those course subjects. But now that I'm in nursing school, the only choice that I have is BS Psych. Because if I transfer to another school, in another course, it would be a total jump out. So it'll be too hard for me to adjust. And also, my friend says shifting is not an option. For me, shifting would be the last choice. I don't want to give up in nursing school. You got this, girl. Okay, let me eat the cheese stick. Study habit or routine? Study habit. I just like writing notes down on my binder. If you haven't seen my binder, you can see it in my study with me video or my experience in my first sem nursing school. I showed my binder then. I really write notes because like when I watch a pre-recorded PowerPoint presentation or video by my professor, I would take down notes because everything that comes out from the exam came from that PowerPoint presentation, and it would be a really good help for me to study because I have all in that binder. Really, really helpful. And also routine, I do not wake up that early, and my study routine happens in afternoon up to evening. I try to limit myself up to 10 p.m. so that I could rest and have enough time for sleep because rest is important. And I also take breaks during every achievement or every part that is finished. So first question here is, what do you worry about in the near future? I worry about the future is this virus would not be over. Like, I don't want to finish my nursing education in just online class. That would be too difficult to me, not having a proper experience in clinical rotations and duties. Also, another worry that I have is if I'm not gonna finish nursing school, if I'm not gonna be successful, but I'll do whatever it takes to be successful. I mean, not the bad things, but the things that God has showed me. But actually, I'm trying not to worry about everything and that would happen in the future, because I believe in Matthew chapter 6 verse 34 that you should not worry about the future, because it I'm just saying it in my own words, okay? Because the future will worry about the self and focus on the present, because I think I already said it in my social media detox video that the future wouldn't get ruined if you do not ruin your present, so it's all connected. But actually, I'm really, really trying hard to not worry about the future and just to accept and surrender everything that will happen to God, because whatever it takes, it's God's will who will reign in my life, and it's not my will, it's not my way, it's His way, it's His will. And also, I know that what God stores for me is the best. So I'm trying really not to worry about about the future. Like, yay, finally. Next question. One thing you learned from your past self. What a good question indeed. I can't say one thing. I mean, there's a lot. The thing that I would share that I learned from my past self is to think everything before you act it. Because being reckless here on earth is not good. You need to think of the effect of the action first, like the possible effects before doing it, because it could go reco, like World War III or anything, or like losing people, or I mean, I don't have regrets because it was part of the learning. But if I could do something that, if I can go back to that like past self of me, then I would just say, hey, stop doing that. You're such an immature piece of beautiful creature. Next question, my dear. Plans after graduation. I am planning to take med school. If I could go. Financial situation, academic situation with my brain and my grades, in school situation, if I can pass to the school that I am aiming. But if not, I'll have my work experience as a nurse here in our city, or maybe in Cebu if I'm allowed, please. And then I'll probably go abroad. I'm not gonna lie. One thing, I chose nursing because it's an easier ticket to work abroad, and I want to work abroad ever since I was little. So my mom went by and she's home and she bought me mango float. Oh my god, thank you sponsors for today. Char. Last life question. Best De La Colombier memory. So De La Colombier is my section back in grade 11 senior high. Wait, I'm eating mango float. The best memory I had with De La Colombier people is Mapawa. That memory is a core memory. There are a lot of events happened during that farewell party. Save the best for last, ika nga. For the love section. Why do I like smile like love section? First question, how did you know that you are ready to commit again? I was like contemplating if I'm ready or not, or like should I end this or what, or get out while it's still young. But by the grace of God, I survived those era and I am now happy. The only thing that like I did during those time is like constantly ask God, like literally, like God, should I like continue this or not, or like where is this going? Like I constantly ask God about it, and I actually go with the flow because there was no actual big reason that said stop now, or stop now. And then like to my devotional every morning, it's just like, this is how you love, this is how you love, like those. My favorite love verse, or my favorite verses at the moment, is First Corinthians chapter 13 verses 4 to 8. Like it's a reminder for me of how to love certain persons, or how to love people, or how God loves me. But I know that if the relationship is really from God, or like it's by Christ, or like God is in the center, then I think it'll not go down and it'll work out. I really don't know when was the time that I said that, okay, I'm now ready to commit again. But the thing that I really did was constantly ask God if it is it is still worth it to fight, or is it still worth it to continue, and stuffs like that. Next question. How to handle LDR relationships. I haven't tried being in an LDR relationship, but I think that ever since that we are now under this lockdown and pandemic, it takes time for us to see other people. And I mean, you live close, just in the same city, but you don't see them often because in under some situations other than lockdown. You know, the school was once a love place where you can meet your lover, or like that. But ever since we're on online class, it's like, if you're in the same school, huh? But ever since we're on online class, like we're stuck at home, so I think it makes us to be in a not long distance relationship, but in a same situation, I think. And how to handle that, or how to make it work, I think you need trust. I mean, talking from a girl who has trust issues, oh, that's a hyperkit one. Yay. But literally, I could say that to myself, I could say that to you, that you need trust to make things work. And put inside your brain that you need to be loyal. And of course, LDR could be quiet, like I think could be a little bit boring. I mean, not boring, but there are things you cannot do because you don't see each other. I saw a lot of videos in TikTok, but you need to spice it up a little because send gifts. Like now, we are in a privileged time in our country, in our world, in our generation, that we could pay online through GCash or any bank transfer, and then that gift could be delivered, or that thing could be delivered to your significant other. You could let them feel the love and the effort, and spice it up. Think a lot of You could play games online, actually, like get to know them more, watch movies, Discord, watch parties, stuffs like that. Next, love advice. Love advice, really. A love advice that I would give is always think before you act, and put yourself in the shoes of your significant other. If I'm in my significant other's shoes, would I love to be treated like that? You need to evaluate your actions always, and you need to learn as much as you can during in that relationship. And please, if the problem is really not that big, do not let it big. Like, let the person learn with you on it, like with on the journey, in the process. Do not let the person be herself, and then in the last you'll say, I grew tired of you, you never change, and stuffs like that. If you didn't tell that person about those things, then the person would not know that she needs to improve, or stuffs like that. So, love advice, again, to sum it up, put yourself in the shoes of others. Allow the person grow with you. Talk it out. Communication is really the best. Talk it out. Anything. Maybe if you get into a fight, if you want things just to cool down, take some time, not a longer time. Just take some time to cool things down, and then you talk. Do not make a decision while your emotions are drowning or boiling, because you will regret it, I tell you. So just take your time and then talk about it when you're already cooled down and when you're in a proper mood or what. So that is all for this video. Thank you so much for those guys who asked questions on me on Instagram. And if you want other videos like this, you can comment down your questions. Well, like, oh my god. Or you could DM me in my Instagram, or if I would have another Q&A question, something, ask on Instagram. So thank you so much for watching, guys. If you like this video, don't forget to give this a big thumbs up, subscribe down below, click the notification bell, comment down for shout outs, and catch my next video maybe soon. I don't know still when. And don't forget to keep your feet on the ground, stay humble, and keep safe. Bye!